We have got a lot to cover in today's video. Okay, so today they released the Winter Summit for 2024, and here is the contents of it. So there's the Wild Gothic Sleeps quest, the Defender of Varrock, Varlamore, the Shining Kingdom, what's next with sailing, the future of the old school client, low-level wilderness hotspots, Deadman 2024 and more, quality of life and holiday events, merch, plushies, lights, and RuneScape kingdoms, and Gigapole questions. Our Winter 2024 Winter Summit is over, and this is the place to be for all the highlights from the biggest stream of the season. In this post, you'll find the latest information about all the major reveals and more we showcased on the summit, including Wild Gothic Sleeps, updates to our official client, and the next steps for sailing, including details on the very first playable alpha. Before we get into the meat of potatoes of our announcement, here's a look at the roadmap and what you can expect in the very first half of 2024. Alright, let's just take a quick at this beautiful roadmap. So starting off with January 24th, we are getting Scurious the Rat King, an entry-level PVM boss, including 3 new weapons, combat experience, and a new pet. Looks like they did decide to add the pet there, which is great. The Defender of Varrock quest will be coming spring of 2024. The Wilderness update will be coming spring of 2024 as well. Now the huge one of this start of the year is going to be Varlamore area expansion coming March 20th, 2024. Really only a few months away. That's going to be very exciting. There's so much new content there. And then summer 2024, we're getting Deadman mode, a new seasonal game mode, that's good. There's 2 wilderness or PvP updates just at the start of this year. And then summer 2024, we will be getting Wild Gothic Sleeps, which is a huge quest from pre-EOC. And then summer of 2024, we're going to be getting Varlamore Part 2. So it's going to be an expansion on Part 1. I like how they do this because they can really polish it off instead of releasing it all at once. They can give us a little teaser and then in the summer give us like the whole part of it. Alright, so this is Wild Gothic Sleeps. This was a huge quest from back in the day, and I'm going to be sure to check out this video in a second here. But one cold winter morning in 2008, Scapers awoke to a brand new quest. It was a richly immersive, sprawling adventure featuring a thrilling cast of murderers, spies, and druids, plus the return of a rarely encountered Majorat. It would soon become one of the most iconic RuneScape quests of all time. Do you remember your first encounter with Wild Gothic Sleeps? I actually don't. Wild Gothic Sleeps will be another quest in the Majorat storyline, accompanying the likes of Desert Treasure 2 and the Defender of Varrock. This is by far the most requested story you've asked for, so we're excited to do it justice. Wild Gothic Sleeps will send you on an epic journey in search of one of the most powerful artifacts in existence, if you can stop a deadly Majorat from obtaining it first. This new quest will be a remake of the 2008 original. This means that although the back-ported quest has been used as a starting point, we're adding intense enhancements and bringing it in line with our long-term story plans. We've also added a selection of exciting new rewards to match our other Grandmaster quests. You can read all about it in the Wild Gothic Sleeps news post or in the dev diary below. So of course I'm going to be looking at this video as well. Next we have the Defender of Varrock. Long ago, the hero Arav shielded Varrock against the undead armies of Majorat Zamigul. His bravely secured the city's future for centuries to come, but at a terrible price. As Zamirigul retreated, he made Arav a promise that when he returned, he would make Arav his champion and use Varrock's hero against them. This chilling prophecy foretells doom and destruction for the people of Varrock. There are fearful whispers on the streets, tales of the dead rising from their graves. Could this prophecy be true? And if it is, who's going to save the city this time? It's time for you to take up arms and become the Defender of Varrock. This classic quest in Majorat storyline has been backported all the way from 2008. While most of the quest remains exactly as you remember, we've added a little old school spice and brought it up to modern standards. Don't worry, we're not cruel enough to make you start it in the wilderness. That's very interesting. Now, a big highlight, Varlamore, the Shining Kingdom, another video we're going to check out. I think that's really cool how they made Mod Ash like an NPC anyways. That's very cool. The Shining Kingdom will open to visitors on March 20th. Check out our overview blog for everything you need to know. If you haven't yet completed the recent Children of the Sun quest, we highly recommend doing so before Varlamore launches, as the first part of Varlamore's quest series. It introduces all the major players and gets you access to the kingdom itself. Once you're finally standing on Varlamore's shining shores, you can look forward to content like the Forthos Coliseum, the Pearliest Moons minigame, the Hunter Guild, and much, much more. For a sneak peek, check out the Varlamore Dev Diary. Damn, there are so many videos to check out with this update. So when Varlamore launches, you'll be able to explore Civitas, Alafortis, and the vast savannah, but we're not stopping there. We're already planning the second part of Varlamore, which will focus on two main areas, the luxurious island of Aldrin and the inhospitable mountain range north of Civitas Alafortis. Headline content includes a new herblore activity on Aldrin and a new group boss in the mountains. Just as with the first batch, you'll be able to see plenty of new quests and smaller activities, as well as updates to existing content. And it looks like there's a video showing Varlamore Part 2 already. So many videos to check out. And sailing. What is next with sailing? So, anchors are well away on our first new look. We're finally ready to show off our process so far and give you a glimpse of what's waiting on the horizon in 2024. A new skill is always a massive undertaking, and sailing also includes a whole new area of the world to explore, so we've been busy behind the scenes discussing timelines, resources, and other factors that impact development. At the Winter Summit, we showed off Sailing Development Roadmap, which you can view in full in the Sailing What's Next news post. It includes a step-by-step breakdown of each big milestone on our journey and what we plan to do in the immediate future. Alright, so let's try and take a look at this. So this is Phase 1, Development Structure and Skill Cape and Icon Competition. Phase 2 is Customization and Crew System, Port Makeover and Island Content, Skill Cape and Icon Winner, Navigation Tech Blog, Player Designed Island Competition, and Navigation Tech Alpha. Phase 3, Secondary Activities Blogs, Secondary Activities Rewards, and then the Player Designed Island Winner, Sailing Customization and Crew Combat. Beta will come, and then Phase 4, Sailing Beta Blog, Sailing Gameplay Open Beta, and the Activities blog. So it looks like they're still in a huge process. We might have to check out the entire Sailing blog, but it looks like they're on their way. The future of the official client, so HD First look. This is actually very interesting. Thanks to the hard work of our teams, the official old school RuneScape client is better than ever. Over the last few years, we've added all kinds of quality of life features, but we reckon we can still go bigger. That's why 2024 will see two major client updates that will enable an even better gameplay experience. First up, we're adding an official HD mode, complete with fully dynamic lighting, sunlight effects, and fog. Don't worry, if you prefer the classic look, SD mode will keep old school RuneScape looking just the way it does now. You'll be able to switch between HD and SD modes at will, even on mobile. If you thought that was exciting, this next bit of news is really going to blow your socks off. We're adding an official client plugin API. Some of you will already be familiar with Runelite's plugin library, a selection of helpful add-ons that expand players' gameplay options. With the upcoming plugin API and plugin hub, you'll be able to use plugins on the official client too, and even create your own. This means that mobile users will have access to plugins for the first time in old school RuneScape history. With this update, switching from PC to mobile will be easier than ever. You'll have all your favorite helpers lined up and ready to go, no matter where you are. That is really cool. Now, will this take over Runelite? I doubt it, but you never know. Just taking a quick look at the video right here on different parts that they're going to be changing, it does look pretty good, right? But if you compare it to the 117 client, isn't it not like very similar? I mean, that looks beautiful. Definitely did a good job with that, but in my opinion, it looks a lot like the 117. Yeah. Low-level wilderness hotspot, Deadman 2024, and more. You might not be starting any quests in the wilderness, but we will be hopping over the ditch for this next update. In recent years, wilderness PvP has favored level 20 to 40 areas, which means that the likes of Zerkers and peers are struggling to find a cozy spot to call home. 2024's first PvP update looks to remedy this problem by breathing new life into an iconic low-level location. The Chaos Temple will become a hotspot where players can make some cash, score some PvP-focused loot, and fight with players around their combat level. You see, the Chaos Temple has just become a lot more chaotic. Undead pirates have descended upon the area and are locked in fierce battle against the Elder Chaos Druids. It's a multi-combat mosh pit, with the pirates vying to get the edge on their newfound enemies, and the Chaos Druids continuing to teleport folks all over the place. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you plan to survive the battle. Take out the pirates and you'll be rewarded with some wilderness-oriented uniques, Chivalry Prayer Scrolls, Adamant Seeds, and Blip Blocking Scrolls that block the Chaos Druid's pesky teleporting abilities. This loot should be fairly consistent, allowing players to amass wealth and risk over time. Ready to make a fast exit, watch out, the Chaos Druids have developed tele-blocking power, so you'll need to keep an eye out for danger and plan your escape carefully. You can find more information about this update in the future of PvP in our dedicated blog. So we're super excited to build on everything we've learned from the last year's PvP improvements and can't wait to carry that energy into 2024. Yes, that may well mean the return of a certain game mode, so keep your eyes peeled for more news on that front. So that's cool. Different updates to the wilderness is always good for those players, of course, and especially if they're going to be making another Deadman mode. I know that's huge for the game. Quality of life and holiday events. Still with us, let's take a look and learn about the future of holiday events. Holiday events are one of our favorite things about old school RuneScape, and 2024 will see plenty of festivities for you to enjoy. This year you can expect to see events for Easter, Pride, Halloween, and Christmas. Is that not the same as every year? However, there's one regular event missing from that list. We've made the tough decision not to include an in-game event for our birthday this year, and instead reverse special events like this for our milestone years. That's interesting. That said, nobody wants their birthday to go completely unnoticed, so we'll still be devoting the Falador party room for the occasion. You'll also be able to claim any previous year's birthday rewards. Who knows, we may just find time to squeeze in a special surprise or two. The upside of this change means that the team has more time to spend on quality of life updates that will improve the long-term health for the game. For example, we're still working on a few changes from Pole 80, which will be making their way into the game very soon. We're already generating ideas for Pole 81, so keep your eyes peeled for more news. Okay, of course they're going to be talking about merch in here. So there are dragon plushies, which is cool. So there's the KBD, Vorkath, and a dragon, green dragon, I think that is. Yeah, I'm not sure. Have you got a funny feeling you're being followed? Not in a very, very long time. So I guess you can get these for a discount or something like that. I don't really care too much. Now there is RuneScape Kingdoms board game. This is kind of cool, but again, I don't think I'll be buying this. It's just a board game for RuneScape. It is cool if you want to get some like merch for the game or whatever. And then there are LED lights and more from Creator Crafted. So these are pretty cool, obviously, if you want to hang one of these in your wall, like your favorite item. I think they have them for skills and stuff like that too. All right, so now we've got the Giga Poll questions. You've got absolutely loads to unpack, but we've got you covered. Here's a full list of every question you'll be able to vote on once our Summit Green Greenlight poll goes live. So, should While Gothic Sleeps, a remake of the 2008 Grandmaster Quest Majorat storyline, be added to the game? I think so, 100%. If While Gothic Sleeps is added to the game, should we add a new unique to the drop table of the Tormented Demons? The detail of this item will be refined with the community at a later date. Now, I believe that the Tormented Demons actually did drop Dragon Claws back in the day, and I think it's going to talk about this. So, if While Gothic Sleeps is added to the game, where would you like to see Dragon Claws come from with the addition of Tormented Demons? This question is for developer consideration and not binding. So, right now we get them from the Chambers of Xeric, right? So, be interesting if there was 2 options to get them, right? They could be like an extremely rare drop from Tormented Demons, you know what I mean? If While Gothic Sleeps is added to the game, should we continue to explore the idea of offering the rites of balance as rewards from the quest? This is a question. I don't even know what that is. If anyone knows, leave it down in the comments. Should the Defender of Vera remake of 2008 quest in the Majorat storyline be added to the game? Yes, 100%. I'm all in for more quests to the game, of course. It's just going to make the game bigger and better. If the Defender of Varrock is added to the game, should a new weapon aimed towards mid-level players be a possible drop from a higher leveled zombies, which you'll be able to fight against after the quest is complete? Yes, I think more to the game, especially mid-level. Things are very good and repeatable boss, I guess. Should we add the Undead Pirates to the Wilderness, Chaos Temple, and adjust the Elder Chaos Druids with the rewards to be pulled? I don't really care too much about the PvP and the Wilderness and stuff like that, but if this is a great update for them, then yes, they should add it to the game. Should we work on design improvements to the Wilderness Agility course, Wilderness Slayer resource area, and the Fountain of Rune? Yeah, just update everything, you know? Should we add Herblore activity with the release of Varlamore Part 2? Yes, of course. Herblore sucks, so make it better. Should we add a new group boss with the release of Varlamore? Like, yes. Why would you even pull that, man? Well, there was a lot that we unpacked today with the Winter Summit of 2024. I'm very excited for all of these updates, and there's so many more blog posts that I need to check out. I'll probably make a couple other videos on them with the ones I really care about, like Sailing and Varlamore, and maybe the While Gothic Sleeps quest. Maybe I could even do some reaction videos to watching their videos. I think that'd be kind of interesting as well, something I've never done before. But yeah, I'm just extremely excited for this. There's so many good updates that are coming in just the first part of 2024, and in a couple of days, man, January 24th, we are gonna be getting Scurrius the Rat King on Wednesday, so that is something to definitely look out for. I think it's gonna be a low level boss. I made a video on it like a couple months ago or whenever, but yeah, that's gonna be exciting to check out Wednesday. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video today. This was the Winter Summit for 2024 and the roadmap revealing everything that they're gonna do. Very excited for all of the updates, especially Varlamore and especially While Gothic Sleeps. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya later.